A 12 News exclusive as we're hearing from an Arkansas man who made a disturbing discovery in the Scottsdale Airbnb that he and his family rented. He found a hidden camera disguised as a smoke detector directly above the bed that he and his wife had just slept in. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us for 12 News at 10. I'm Kariba Devine. Mark Curtis has the night off. Airbnb has since pulled the home from its site, but the renter is frustrated by what he describes as a lack of police investigation. 12 News journalist Bianca Bono is joining us live in studio. And Bianca, have any arrests been made?
This happened in March of last year. The family said they discovered videos of several other people in that same bedroom. They want accountability, so they've recently filed a lawsuit, but they believe that hidden camera was criminal and want consequences for the person who installed it.
So here it is, March 16th.
In March of last year,
I'm in our room.
Elliot Young in shock as he recorded the bedroom of the Scottsdale Airbnb he had just spent the night in. He and his family vacationing in the valley from Arkansas for spring training.
It was a nice home with plenty of stuff from me and my kids to enjoy while we're, in the warmer weather.
The large home near Shea Boulevard and 114th Street was perfect until it wasn't. The first red flags, a blocked off bedroom they couldn't get into and a car out front. But even stranger was the smoke detector directly above the primary bed.
I'm staring at the ceiling. I literally said to my wife, that's a video camera.
Hoping he was wrong, the retired Little Rock police officer investigated, and lo and behold, he was right.
I got up on the bed, reached up, grabbed it. It indeed was a spy camera with an SD card in it.
He then opened the files.
And there's people out there that don't know, but that they were recorded, and their sexual encounters were on that.
He didn't find recordings of him and his wife or their kids, but he looked up the camera online and found it can be accessed remotely and connected to Wi-Fi. He immediately called Scottsdale police.
I'm very pro-police, but the police had very little interest in the case.
As he alerted Airbnb and packed up his family to get out, he wondered why police wouldn't come to the home. So instead, he drove to a Scottsdale station and gave them the camera and memory card.
And said, this is what I found.
Because Young and his family weren't on the memory card, police said they didn't consider them victims. Young questioned what if they were live streamed.
My concern was that intimate moments between me and my wife were streamed for $19 a month.
Airbnb pulled the home from its site, and police ultimately cited the homeowner for failing to have a proper rental license and failing to respond to an emergency. But more than a year later, no arrests have been made. Young is now seeking accountability through a lawsuit against the homeowner and Airbnb. Airbnb told 12 News they're prepared to assist law enforcement in the investigation, but have yet to hear from police.
You have enough to get a search warrant. Why didn't we get a search warrant?
Scottsdale police say their investigation remains open and active, though they say it appears it was the homeowner and his acquaintances seen in the recorded videos. They're now asking the public, if you believe you visited this home, contact them, as they're looking for victims to come forward. Young fears the investigative window may have closed and wonders if he'll ever know what that hidden camera captured.
It's what keeps us up sometimes at night, is just thinking about that.
And we have asked police a list of follow-up questions, including if they plan to contact Airbnb to perhaps get a list of people who have rented that home, if they believe the people seen in those videos consented to being recorded, and if they've been able to find out if the live stream function was used. I'm told they're working on getting us those answers. We're live in studio. Bianca Bono, 12 News.